Hey there, how are you? Johnny Daniel, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. It is Wednesday at 7 p.m. Are you doing good? I hope so. So for tonight, I have a special treat for you. I'm going to show you how to stretch. Well, that went off the screen. Stretch. Stretch a punch and show you how to do a card backwards. And I'll explain what that means in just a second. So I'm going to flip you around and we're going to get to going and talk about some other stuff. So hold on. So for those of you that are missing my written instructions that come, do not be dismayed. I am now putting those instructions on my blog post every Thursday. So there you go. Okay. So without anything else, let's get to going. Let's see here. For those of you that don't know, there's free shipping until 11 o'clock tonight, midnight Mountain Time, so 11 o'clock our time. You will want to get on that if you order $50 or more in product. Hey, Lise, you will get free shipping. And that actually means more than 10% for us in California because they tax shipping as well. So it's more like 12 or 13% off. Yes, really. So, one other thing. I have changed all my cartridges. Are you ready for this? I've changed all my cartridges for new because occasionally you got to do that, right? So I have 13 of these lucky boys ready to go home with you, varying in the amount of leftovers. Okay, every single one is Stampin' Seal Plus, but I bought all new cartridges to get ready to go to flip over to seal, so hopefully we won't have as many problems. So here's the deal. Okay, if you buy one of these used class cartridges and a refill of your choice, you get these for like $2. Okay, so if you buy this with the plus, this is $9.48 if you order it all by itself. This is $12 with the two. If you order the Stampin' Seal, not the plus, which is normally $6.52 ordered, these two together, this is $9. Okay, so let me know if you want them. And let me get this put to the side. Okay, so just something I had to do to keep updated and ready to go. So this is the card we're making tonight. But before we begin, let me do this. So if you get bored and want to have your laptop as well as your phone, so this is the host code WRMTM if you want to take advantage of T free shipping 7H, and that will be good until next Wednesday the 15th. Okay, all right, so for tonight we're going to make something similar to this, not exact. And you're back short dinner break. I hear you on that one. I ate dinner before everything. So what was for dinner? Lise? Kath? What was for dinner? I'll tell you mine in a minute. So we're going to get to going with this. And instead of the deer for this one, I'm going to do some Christmas trees and some words. Okay? So why am I calling this a backwards card? Because normally the sentiment goes on the accent and the behind is usually the image, not the other way around. So that is why breakfast for dinner. Yep, it is Wednesday. If you didn't know this about Lace, she has themed nights for dinners. So Mexican is which night? Yeah, breakfast is always on Wednesday. So anyways, so backwards card means the words are going to go on the back instead of usually in the front. So schnitzel, my gosh, you guys. I had homemade split pea soup and a pastrami sandwich with pepper jack and sourdough bread. Oh, and really good mustard. Oh. And then I made banana pudding from scratch for the first time ever. So we'll see how it turns out. I don't know. I'm not a big banana fan, but opposites attract, and guess what? My husband loves banana. So I made some banana pudding from scratch for him. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so we're going to get to going on this, and I'll give you the instructions as we go. How's that sound? Or the measurements, rather. So for this one, I'm using the new garden gems from Eden's Garden. Okay, and let's get going. So I've got Evening Evergreen and Mary Merlot are my two inks of choice. It really doesn't matter which two, but you want to make sure they obviously match your mats. So whatever you have for your mats, have for your inks as well, right? So there you go. All right, so for my card base, this is thick basic white cardstock. Cut it 4 1/4 by 11, and on the 11-inch side, scored it 5 1/2. We're going to take that valley side and we're going to make it on the outside, and the mountains or the bump is going to go on the inside. So we're going to fold that over. If you have a bone folder close, this is a great time to use it because you will not have creases and lines and cracks and all that fun stuff, and it'll lay really nice and flat and show that I'm crooked. But that is okay. So I have a piece of Mary Merlot. This is already cut at 5 1/4 by 4. This is what I'm going to call our outer mat. And hopefully my adhesive behaves, unlike how it did a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you need some entertainment about feeling like things are not working for you. Go back about 2-3 weeks. Yeah. So there you go. All right, so now my second mat, this is Evening Evergreen. This is cut at 5 by 3 3/4. Okay. And we're just gonna glue this on. Just that simple, which is awesome. Sometimes we need simple, huh? All right. And last but not least, I have a piece of basic white. This is cut at, can you guess? 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. And then this last piece, I can't remember how long I cut it, 5 3/4. But honestly, it doesn't really matter as long as it's long enough, because you can always cut it shorter, right? And this is purposely cut at 1 5/8 because my punch is 1 3/4. So you want to cut it just shy of the punch, and you'll see why in just a little tiny bit. Okay? And let's see here. And then I have a scrap of basic white for my stamp and punch for later for the accent. Okay, so we're gonna get to going, and I didn't really like the words in here because you want something long and skinny to be able to do the background. So if I can maneuver this, Christmas wishes and joyful greetings, sending you blessings, peace, and magic this Christmas season, or Happy Christmas. I need 2 of the 3. So tell me which one we're leaving out. To me, I'm going to leave out Happy Christmas because it's shorter and doesn't look the same. But tell me in the comments, if you will. And in the meantime, I'm going to stamp my tree. Let's see here. It has a trunk, so we need to pick one that has a trunk or stamp the trunk. But I think we're going to do this floof one. You thought I was going to pick plaid, I bet. But no. So much of my life is already plaid. It is okay. So, ooh, that's not staying on there. I must need to clean the stamps, huh? And yes, I just got ink on my finger. It's okay. All right. Let's see if we could get it to stay. All right. Maybe no. I think this is one of those stamps I need to clean. And I don't mean just wipe off. I mean like clean. All right, so I have to ask you, is your house decorated for Christmas? I didn't do the normal like I normally do. And I didn't do the Friday after Thanksgiving because we didn't have our Christmas party. But it's done now. It is done. I have a little tree up. I have some gifts already wrapped, believe it or not. Yes, I still have more shopping to do. Yes, it's how it is. It's okay. And I've been doing projects for Tara so she can give stuff out. The tree is up. I know, right? I'm like, this year. Oof. All right, so I'm going to move my accent piece to the side. All right, so I didn't see anybody telling me what for the words. So we're just going to do the two that look similar. That's not a big enough block. So we're going to get to go in here. And where's my piece of white? Here it is. I'm like, where did it go? All right, so you want the pattern for the words to not be the same. And what do I mean by that? I mean, since I started over here, I don't want to start in the same place because I don't want it to look very block. I want it to be random, shall we say. Okay, so now this is gonna have to fit on here because I need it to. And we're gonna stamp in Mary Merlot, and I'm gonna do my next line. And we're just gonna go, oh, that looks like it might need ink soon. We're just gonna go back and forth. So now we're going here. So I'm gonna go here. So there is free shipping through tonight. If you need to stock up on your re-inkers, looks like I do, huh? You will want to do that tonight if it comes to 50, because that'll save you a bit. All right, make sure to not stamp it upside down. And we're gonna go offset. And we're gonna go offset. And those are my backgrounds. Pretty cool, huh? So that's what I meant by backwards, in the sense that it's not with the words up front. It's kind of backwards, at least in my brain. So there you go. There's my brain. So, all right. So we're gonna glue this on. Grab my card base again. Flip this over. Grab my seal. And since we just inked this, I'm going to set this down here. But what I'm going to do is actually flip this over and go like this. Why do I do that? My ink is probably dry, but I don't want the oils to rub. So I'm just flipping it over quick. Okay. So there's that. Here's my little accent piece. But before we get any further, I want to do my punch. So like I said before, 1 5/8 is what my paper is cut to, because you want this to be just shy of the punch so you can maneuver through, okay? So here's my bottom. Hold up. We got to tuck this in this way. I almost goofed it. So what you want is for it to tuck in and to not be in on the other side. So you're only going to cut one side at a time. Got it? Okay, so now I'm going to pull through here and pull up, 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 depending on how far you want that to go. Make sure you're straight and give a nice punch. And if I did this correctly, it's a tiny, tiny bit long. So I'm going to trim off the bottom, point to point, right? Trim off the bottom, and we're going to punch that bottom one more time. So I'm going to stick this down here and hopefully find it. There we go. Stick it down here. You can always cut it shorter. You can't cut it longer. So was that measure twice, cut once? Okay, so there we go. You can emboss this. You can do all kinds of stuff to this if you want. Personally, I'm just going to stick this on. That's all there is to it. Okay, then I'm going to grab my dimensionals. Mine look a tiny bit different tonight. They're from one of the paper pumpkin sets, so they're a little bit smaller, but not minis. Gotta use what you have, right? And then peel these backs off. Peel these backs off. And then I'm gonna put this here. And then I'm going to grab my garden gems. Yes. Okay. And I'm going to grab and just randomly do. Remember, if you're doing gems, what's the rule? Odd number, correct? Oop, that one went on the floor. Didn't realize that. So I'll have to get that one later. 3, 4. I'm trying to make them random, but we'll see if I did random enough. If not, we'll add 2 more, right? 5. My fingers are not working all that great. That's when you should be using your take your pick tool, huh? That's okay though. Okay, and there we go. There is my card. Let's see, where was the sample? And there's the sample. So which one do you like better? I like both of them. This one's a little shorter. This one has words that are a little bit chunkier, I guess you would say. But I like both. So thank you for joining me tonight. Oh, do want to tell you, next week we're going to be doing 3D ornaments and a little treat holder for your table or coworker gift, or you know, any stocking stuffer, that kind of thing. You like the deer? I hear you on that one. I like it because I like the words better. So next week we're going to be doing 3D ornaments and a treat package, so you'll want to join me for quick, easy things that you can get done for little coworker gifts and that kind of stuff. So thanks again. Follow me, stampingwithjohnny.com, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.